Hello everybody, I'm Danny S. Hodges. Don't let my southern accent fool you. I've already hooked this Tach up, and it's real hard to hook up from the directions. But I'm going to tell you what your RPMs is supposed to be, so you know you're setting it right. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about how to hook up this Tach. Now this is a Sierra Tach, and they make it in several models. So what I'm saying is like Bass Pro sells the Sierra, and then on Amazon and other places, they got different names, but they all the same Tach. Now like trying to look at the directions and hook it up from the directions ain't too good. And then I Googled it, and that ain't too good neither. But when I tell you everything, trust me, you're gonna be able to do it. Okay, now here's the back of the Tach. I'm going to show you what you're looking at here. If you see right here, this is the wire running from the auxiliary switch. And in case you don't know, that means when you turn the key on, it cuts the lights on and the power to the Tach, I reckon. And the other one is just a ground. And we didn't run it to the control box. We just run it to a ground inside of the console here. And this one right here is the seeing wire. That ain't tight right there. Okay. And also, well, let me finish up right here. But this is the seeing wire. Okay, this seeing wire is not a hot wire. You know, with the boat running. So I've got a tester. Don't hook nothing up to this seeing wire that has got fire, because that don't throw no fire in the wire, if you know what I'm trying to say. Now you see the little black dial there? Now what that is that's the pulses for your RPM gauge. So if you got a 2-cylinder, you know, it'll be on the 2-cylinder, the 3-cylinder, the 4-cylinder, the 6-cylinder, right on and so forth. Mine's a V6. Mine had 2 6s, and I didn't know which one was what. I put it on one, and it idled at 2,500 RPMs. So I switched the motor off, and I turned it to the other 6 that was right opposite, and then it run at the 900 RPM then. Now this is just a picture I found, but it's one just like mine. And right there where the ignition wire is, what we doing is we just made a jumper running from it over to the light. And just to clear something up, you know, in this video I'm talking about the drill bit. What I'm actually talking about is the whole saw blade. Sometimes when you're making a video, there's no telling what you're liable to say. But it's a whole saw blade. Alright, I know why my worker didn't tighten this up now. See, I got to drill my hole, and I had to order a drill bit. And the drill bit is 3.5 inches. And it's called a whole saw blade. So I had to order that. But when I changed this setting right here to over here, you know, it's about how many poles it is. It's idling at 900 RPMs. And if it's got a 2-stroke motor, it'll idle at about 900. That's how you'll know your Tach's right. If you got a 4-stroke, it'll idle at about 600. Okay, our accessory wire right here, we got them wired together. So when you cut the key on, it lights the light up. Okay, on my control box, me and my worker, and he's not no boat tech neither, but on the control box, it says the gray wire is the seeing wire. And that's what makes the RPM gauge work. You know, we took the controller off and took the cover off of it, and it wasn't making no sense to me. You see this pigtail right here coming out of the control box? That's where the gray wire is. And the hot wire. And there's a ground right there too. So everything you need is right here. You just run it down, just run the wires. But like I say, take a test wire and make sure that like the wire that you're hooking up to the seeing wire, make sure it's not a hot wire. It might hurt it, it might not. I don't know. But I know if it's a hot wire, I know it won't work anyway. When we was up there trying to find the gray wire inside of the control box, we never seen it in there. But I know there's one that runs up there. But I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Now to make this thing run, all you need is a hot and a ground and the seeing wire. And that's the actual Tach. Now I guess this right here is the reflector on this Mercury. But see that gray wire right here? And it runs down in the wiring harness and runs up to that boat. But when we finally figured out that, because say we just gonna run it from back here. But when we finally figured out they had that pigtail taped up to the control in there, when we untaped it, then we found all the wires. Now I'm gonna crank it up and show you the RPM gauge, and if I think of anything when I get in the house, I'll just do it in there, and I'll tell you anything that if I might have left something out. Now I'll tell you this while I'm thinking about it. You can get the hole saw blades at your home store. You know what I'm talking about, the big old orange store. Starts with the H. But you can get them there, but they're about triple the price as they are our favorite store online. I have people that just watch my videos even if they're not even doing it. This is to find out what size propeller you need. Okay, you see how is sitting on see how that's sitting on 500 RPM? That's the way mine is when you hook it up. I thought I done messed it up, But when you turn the key and crank it, there you go, it's a little bit above 900 RPM. And it do sound like the motor's out a little high to me. See all the lights go out when you shut it off? I'm fitting to get down and go in, but see this separate wire here? Well, they had this taped to this, and we didn't even know that was in there. That's why we had such a hard time. And I'll show you this as a bonus. Look at these steps I made going up to my pontoon boat. Now that's really nice when you're loading and unloading. And unloading and loading when you're at home too. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see y'all next time.